Hello everybody, this is Norm with Two Guys Farming. How you doing? We are back on Michigan Map. This is our Farmer's Journal and this is entry number 30. It's first video in probably over a week. I've been doing some traveling, visited Florida for an air show, which was a lot of fun and very cool. Saw the Canadian Thunderbirds and the U.S. Air Force the Canadian Snowbirds and the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds. So that was pretty cool. But we're back here. Got a lot of work to do here on the farm. And to be honest, I'm not even exactly sure what needs to get done. So let's just... okay, so here we are. Let's pull up our HUD. So we're on 13. Okay, so 13... We're planting canola, remember that. Alright, so we've got our fast track, which is fertilizing 13. Drive course, so he's 51%. So we're going to have to refill him. There's our John Deere in the distance. And as you can see, he is cultivating. So... 13. Not sure. Do I have a 12 meter? Yeah, this is a bigger than 12 meters, I believe. Okay, guys, so we're going to stop it right there. And I'm not exactly sure what happened, but for some reason, there is no either game or voiceover in the remaining of this video. I'm not really sure what happened when I put it into to edit. The voiceover and the game sound just stops at this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a voiceover of the remaining 50 minutes or so. So I've never done it like this. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to turn out. But we'll give it a shot. So let's start up again. And as you can see, we're just getting our save game, or rather saving our course for our cultivator here on, I think this is field 13. So we'll go ahead and enter that in course play and get the John Deere on its way. And that's looking pretty good. That's a nice little setup there. That John Deere mod is really nice. The link for it is in the description down below if you guys are interested or looking for a Deere. And that horse is also a great cultivator. So we're going to go back to our northeast farm, and looks like we're going to hop in our Fendt here. Maybe not. Yep. Okay, so we're going to hop in our Fendt, and we're going to hook up to our crampé trailer. And looks like we're just going to just get in position here, and we're going to unload these steamed potatoes. So we've got, whoops, sorry about that. We have a fair amount of steamed potatoes at this point in the game. So I'm not exactly sure. I know that you can sell steamed potatoes, and they do get a pretty good price. You can see there we're unloading into the crampé. But I know you can also use them for pig forage. So there is a pig forage machine at the Bat Cave farm. That's the Northwest farm. It takes wheat or barley and steamed potatoes and then makes pig forage. but I haven't been able to figure out how to feed that to the pigs. So if you guys have any ideas on that, let me know. I definitely want to figure that out. So you can see here, we're going to hook up to our new fertilizer and seed tender trailers. So we're going to daisy chain the two of these, but first looks like I'm going to go top these off with fertilizer. These are really nice trailers. They've got capacity of 18,000 liters. So the largest fertilizer tender I've been able to find. So, excuse me, they really come in handy when you've got especially a map like this that's really big with really big fields. So even some of the smaller, you can see here we're refilling with the fertilizer. Even some of the smaller fields require 2-3 refills of the fertilizer and seed. And that's for the JD air drill. And that has a capacity of 20,000 liters. So for this map, for sure, you need something to be able to refill these seeders and fertilizers in the field, because otherwise you just spend way too much time driving back and forth. So we've got the fertilizer filled, and what's neat about these trailers, you can see on the back there's a folding pipe that you can obviously fold and unfold, and you can also angle it as well. So we're going to hook up to the second tender here that's filled with seed, and we're off. So this is a pretty good load for this tractor. You're looking at what, 36,000 liters. So you know, it gets the job done, but I think you'll see as we drive along here, I could have used a front weight because it does drift a little bit on the road. So, but it looks all right, not too bad. Okay, so I believe we're on our way to, yeah, so you can see the drift in here now a little bit, kind of struggling to stay in our lane. Yeah, definitely could have used a front weight. I think that would have helped at least a little bit. Obviously a bigger tractor would have been ideal, but no worries. We get there, it gets the job done. So yeah, we're on our way now to field 13, where we are going to go ahead and refill the fertilizer and the drill. So we've got the Brendel fertilizer there, and we have the Horsch drill. So while the JohnDeere is pulling the Horsch cultivator, the other two, the Bredel and the Horsch drill, are just kind of waiting patiently. So as you can see, we're getting pretty close to 13 now. We're crossing or passing the garden center on the right. Whoop. Almost drove off the road there. And there you can see is the store and also the Batcave farm. which is where we have our pigs and cattle and chickens, for that matter. So that's where the pig forage machine is. So again, if you guys know how to use that, how to feed it, much appreciated if you drop a comment below. Okay, so we've got the New Holland T9 with the Porsche drill. So looks like we're gonna pull over here, take the covers off. You can see there's the Breedle fertilizer there, and that's being pulled by the JCB. So we drop the seed tender. We're unfolding the pipe on the fertilizer tender, and we're just going to now drive over. And it looks like it's perfect timing too, because the Breedle is empty. It's got 10 liters of fertilizer left, so that is good timing. So you can see we have the pipe extended. Now we're lowering the pipe a little bit, and we're just going to pull right up to it and back in, and there you go. It automatically and then you can also tilt it as well. It doesn't really have any effect on how quickly or slowly that it refills. It's just kind of a nice, neat little feature. So here we are, refilling the Breedle, which is a really nice mod. It's down below in the description as well, and it's a really nice fertilizer. So go ahead and fill that up. And looks like it's just about done. Okay, fold the pipe. We're going to drive away, and we're left with about 8,000 liters of fertilizer in there. So we're going to restart our JCB and get that back on track. Oh, looks like he's catching up to the Deere with the Porsche cultivator. So yeah, so we're, looks like here we're just going to pause him just so he doesn't catch up to the Deere quite yet. We'll let him finish. So now we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to drop the fertilizer tender here. And now we are on field 50, 51. So we've joined these two fields, and it looks like the Deere, along with the JD Air Seeder and fertilizer and cultivator, looks like they've finished there, so that's good. And we've planted canola there as well. So this is going to be a big canola harvest. We've got canola on field 25. We've just planted canola here on 50, 51. And we're getting ready to harvest 45. We're not going to harvest it in this episode, but we will be doing that in the next episode. So we're going to drive the Deere along with the JD air drill back to the farm and refill. Oop, a little slippery there. Maybe the grass is getting wet. It is a nice sunny, beautiful day. Nice weather. Haven't had any rain, so that's good. So we got a little in-cab view, and now we're going to reseed or refill the seed and fertilizer. And as you can see, this fertilizer, it's expensive. It's definitely not cheap. So, you know, we're spending a good, for a field the size of 25, where we had to refill the seed 3 times and the fertilizer twice. It's about $20,000 of fertilizer and seed. So we're working towards becoming seed dependent. We have the Seed Master. We're using that as much as possible. There are 3 of them on the map, one at each of the farms. We are only using the one here at the Northeast farm, but we really should start to utilize the other 2 at each of the other farms, because we can save a lot of money by doing that. Yeah, that's not good. Careful there, Norm. Slow down, buddy. Haste makes waste. So we're back to 50-51, and I think what we do here is we just we're just going to drive it over to the next field. Yeah, over to 44, which is just south of 45. And we're coming up on 45 now. On the left, you can see there we're growing wheat. That's just about ready to harvest. So there's 45. Yeah, so that's another good size field. And as you can see here, we're just waiting for the last bit of this to ripen. Still not sure. Mature. I don't know. What is it when a harvest, a crop is ready to harvest? It's harvestable? I don't know. If you do, let me know. So yeah, now we're going to create a course here, and we're going to plant some canola on 44, 40, 41, I think it is, right? No, 44. Yeah, we didn't join this field. This is a normal size field. So we're just going to create a new course for this. Right now we're just setting and we're going to do one headland here, it looks like. There is a row of trees you can see there. So this is a pretty long setup. So it's good to have the one headland, because that really guarantees that you'll have plenty of room to turn. And there we go. We get him on his way. And he's off. Boy, courseplay, it's been working pretty well lately, so fingers crossed. When it's working, it's awesome. So, yep. So now we're back on 13 with the JD and the horse. And he's just got, I guess 3 more passes. to go before he's finished, so we'll go ahead and start up the JCB with the Fliegl fertilizer. There he goes. Looks good. And here's our New Holland with the horse drill. So looks like we're going to go ahead and get him planting. Again, canola. So we're going to have a really nice canola harvest. We've got basically everything. We're growing canola everywhere. We're growing it on 25, which is, I think, our biggest field right now that we own. We're growing it here on 13. We're going to put it on 7. We're going to put it on 2. And we're also going to put it on 44. We've got the other JD and the air drill doing that now. And we also have a new field down south, which I think we're going to get to in a little bit here. I bought 2 more fields, and we're going to join those as well. So here we go with the horse. This is one of my favorite drills. It's just a drill. It doesn't cultivate or fertilize like the JD does. But very inexpensive, very effective, and, you know, chugs along nice at 12 miles an hour. So here we go here with the JD and the horse cultivator. He's just about done. And the JCB with the Fliegl is, well, there we go, right there. So looks good. Looks real good, actually. Yeah, so we're really coming along in this series. Here we are now at the Batcave farm, which is where the pigs, the cattle, there you can see the cattle. So we've got them all squared away with straw, grass, silage, TMR. They're happy. We just need them to get fat and happy now, so we can bring them to market. But yeah, they're doing good. We're going to pull up the PDA here, and we don't own any cows, sheep, or chickens yet. That's our next phase. We are going to be looking to get some cows very soon here. So we're just looking at the stats for the pigs and the beef. Productivity is 100%. Not sure. On some of the maps, they give you the percentage, and others like this one don't. So it just tells you how much you have of each of the different ingredients: the TMR, the grain, the earth fruits, the silage, the water straw. But it doesn't tell you what percentage. For instance, it says grain 2,972 liters. It doesn't tell you what percentage that is of it being 100%. So you kind of have to, well, you don't have to guess. I guess what I can do is just write it down when they're all full, and then that way there I'd know. So there's our TMR mixer there. And now we're just going to go outside. The potatoes full. There's the wheat silo full. And there's the water silo full. And over here, the pigs. And we're checking those as well. Each of them is full. So we go inside. You can see we have one pig that is ready to go to market. And the others are very happy. They get plenty of straw, grass, silage, TMR, the works. So once we get a little more money, definitely look to buy more animals. But I think for right now, we won't buy additional beef and pig. We'll look to buy some milk cows. So now we're just gonna hop in our truck here. This truck is great just for doing stuff like this, filling silage, straw, hay, TMR, whatever. You know, it's just it's a beat up little truck. But it's perfect for just moving stuff around the farm like this. So I think what we do is we're going to see if we need to top off the silage. So we're going to drive in here, and as you can see, it's full. So the beef have enough silage. So now we're going to drive over to the pig area, and I think we find that this is full as well. So again, not telling you what the percentages are, you have to kind of guess. So silage is 2,856. For the amount of pigs that we have right now, that represents 100%. So I guess I'll just have to start writing it down and just doing some math. So what I do is I say, okay, well, let's just drop it off in the TMR mixer, because as you can see there, the far right-hand silo, we're a bit low on silage. So we unload the silage in, and you can see the amount raises there in the little thermometer type gauge. So that's good. Nice mod, really detailed truck. The JD and the horse are finished. You can see the JCB right behind them too. So perfect timing. So we're just going to pull him off, get him out of the way. And now we're going to hop in the JCB. And there we go. Now, it looks like I'm going to drive over here. I think I'm going to refill. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to come over here and refill the fertilizer. And I don't even think you need to have the pipe out. Yeah, you don't. This was filling automatically even without the pipe extended. So I guess that's convenient. Not very realistic, but that's okay. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and refill this and drive back over to the JD. All right, so I think what we do here is we get the follow me set up. So we'll have the JCB follow the JD. And what I realized after I shot this video, I drove right by field 7 to field 2. So you'll see here, and now I realize that after the fact, open the door and let JD get a little air. So now we're going to cut across this field. And you can see 7 is just on the other side of the road, just south of where we are now. And I drive right by it, and I head towards field 2. JCB is following in my path. There's field 7 just off to the right on the other side of the road. It's a decent sized field. And I just went right by it. Yep. Right by it. Didn't even. Oh boy. Yeah. So anyway, it looks like it's. Is it cultivated? I think it is cultivated. I can't remember now. But yeah, well, you know, hey, we all have those days. Yeah, I mean, that looks cultivated to me. So I guess it was okay. We drove right by it. It does need to be obviously fertilized. So it's not the end of the world, because we'll just cultivate field 2 here. And then, actually, no, field 2, after the fact, I realized that also we already cultivated. So the JCB with the Breedle is going to go ahead and fertilize this field. And then what we'll do is we'll just bring the JCB over to 7 to fertilize that. And then when the New Holland is finished on 13, we'll just bring them right to 7, and 7 will be ready for them. I'm amazed this microphone picks up everything. I just dropped my cup on the desk and it picked it up. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, I don't realize it immediately, but I do. I think we get halfway or 3/4 into this row, and then I realize that it's already been cultivated. So just after I saved it, which is good. Now at least I have the saved course in there. And then I go ahead and I'm putting the course in the field folder. And then I think I realize it right around now. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. So, yeah, I stop it. Not the end of the world. Fold it up, and then I just park it off to the side here. And then I got the Breedle and the JCB, so hey, perfect. So go ahead and get him fertilizing on number 2. And just gonna create a course here for him. Excuse me. Normally when I record, I use my recording software for the video and the audio. But right now I'm using Audacity to record this voiceover. And it's interesting because I'm seeing the kind of peaks and valleys of the sounds, and it picks up, this microphone picks up everything. Like that. I just tapped on my desk. Can you hear that? Anyway. Part of what I really enjoy about making this series, this YouTube channel, is learning about all of this other stuff like Audacity and editing software and recording software, because it's all new to me, but I really enjoy learning about this stuff. It's fun. I think it's even picking that up. I'll just turn my air conditioner on. Okay, so now we're down southeast, and this is 30, I think it's, 34 and 35. So I've joined these two fields right there on the left. Yeah, so I get out, we take a look at it. I did this in the last episode. Nice clean line there. I was really pleased with that, except for that little notch. It was a nice clean line when I joined those two fields, and then plowed obviously the grass that was between the two fields. So now we've connected 34 and 35, and obviously we've also added some space that we used to connect them. So yeah, so we connected and made those a bigger field, so that's awesome. Now we're on 44, and it looks like we're about halfway done, maybe about that. And here's the New Holland and the horse on 13. So he's about a third of the way done, I want to say. So he's getting there too. So now we're going to, looks like we're going to daisy chain, or maybe not. Where are we going? Oh, we're going to drop him, and looks like we're going to pick up the seed tender, and I'm guessing, I think we're going to go fill up the horse. Putting the pipe out. And I think we're just going to wait for the JD and the horse, the New Holland and the horse to come down this end. So really a cool trailer to have, because you can see it really saves you from having to drive and refill stuff, especially on a big map like this. Yeah, so we stop him there. And then we drive over and refill. And you can see just adjusting the pipe. Get back up a little bit, and well, yeah, there you go. So you can see the seed going right in there. I have used service trailers, which are fine, but you know, the service trailer not that realistic because it has an infinite amount of seed and fertilizer on it. So this, you know, I think makes it a little bit more realistic in how you have to manage your planting, because now you actually have to use a tractor and the fertilizer and seed tenders to plan, you know, where and when you're going to bring them, and then when you need to refill them and where to go next. So yeah, it just adds a pretty cool layer to the game for me that I enjoy. And I like these little intricacies, as opposed to just parking, seed and fertilizer pallets all over the map. To me, that's, if that's the way you like to play, that's great. That's what's so cool about this game is, you can play it so many different ways and enjoy it. It's all just really a matter of how you enjoy it. So here we are on 44. So it looks like he's getting pretty low on seed there. So it looks like we shut him down. And looks like we are going to go bring him some seed. Have about $60,000. I think in the next episode, which I'm going to actually record right after this, it doesn't get too late, that is. It's kind of late now. I'm a little tired. Oh, it's almost after midnight. So in the next episode, yeah, I do have to work tomorrow, but fortunately not until 1. So that's good. Yeah, so as I was saying, the next episode, we're going to sell probably some oats and sorghum, I believe. And we're going to see if we can get enough money together to... We're either going to buy some milk cows, a bunch of them, or we're going to buy another field, or we're going to buy some slurry equipment. We've also got to start cutting grass again because we're out of silage. So the reason I bought those fields down south, 34 and 35, is because they're right next to our BGA down there. So we've got, we have a ton of slurry. So I want to start utilizing that so we can save money on fertilizer. So I'll have to do some looking around and figure out how we want to utilize the slurry and what sort of equipment we want to get to do that. I'm thinking I'll probably need at least a few $100,000 for the slurry equipment. So I think that may be what we'll do even before the milk cows or buy another field. So because we've got 34 and 35, and we're gonna need to cultivate and plant those and fertilize. So I'd like to use the slurry because we've got, I'm gonna say, over 1 million liters. So it'd be nice to be able to save some money on fertilizer costs and also, use a plentiful resource that we have, which is that liquid slurry. So we're just driving to 44 now, and we're catching up to our JD, and we're going to throw some seed in there. Looks good. And you just have to, before I made the mistake of trying to put the seed in the yellow tanks. But the yellow tanks are just for the fertilizer. The seed goes into the actual drill. Probably obviously not realistic, but that's the way it works, so cool. So yeah, we're just gonna refill this. I'm just thinking, I've never actually recorded with Audacity and then used that file in the editing, so I'm just wondering how I'm going to do that. I think it's just a matter of saving it and then just dropping it in, hopefully. So we fold the pipe, we drive off. And head on over to the tractor. And boom, get him started up again. Yeah, I think I had him on first waypoint, so that's why he turned like that. And then I had him on current, and then I switched it to nearest. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little funky. I think he has to fold and then unfold every time you restart it. I'm not sure how or why that works, but anyway. The problem was that he missed a little patch there. And then I was thinking, oh, I'll just back up. But then this is articulated. The fertilizer and the drill are two separate. So then it started to get all funky on me, and I was like, get it. So I just sent him on his way. So we'll have a little square patch there. No biggie. It's all good. So then we hop back in our Fendt and head off the field. Got about 1,300 liters of seed left, which isn't much. I think we have to refill him before he finishes. I don't know if he's gonna. This is a pretty big field. As you can see, it takes a little bit just to drive the length of it. And I know I could have just, taken a right and driven over it, but, I like to play it as realistic as I can. I don't think you would do that in real life, so you know, for me, that's how I enjoy playing the game. It's funny. I I hopped on a multiplayer server last night, just random one, which I had never done before, and it was just total mayhem. You know, just equipment literally everywhere, all over the place. Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I have been, if you guys are looking for a multiplayer experience, I highly recommend it. It is a ton of fun. If you get up, you know, on a good server with a good group of guys, I say guys, I don't know any women. I'm sure there are some women that play, but if you get on a good server with a good group of guys, it's a blast. It's so much fun playing with other people. It really is. And for me, you know, that's why I really enjoy this game. One, because it's a blast. I mean, I enjoy it even when I play it by myself like this. But there really is a great community for this game. And playing on a multi-server, just a lot of fun. You get to meet people from all over, and yeah, I mean, it's just really cool to be able to add a social element to a really fun game. It's a blast. And I've been playing on a multiplayer. Excuse me. You probably know, if you're watching this channel or, you know, any of my episodes, then I'm sure you know Ian Robson. He has a YouTube channel and mostly farming simulator stuff, but he also does a bunch of other stuff as well. He's one of the more popular farming simulator YouTube channels out there, and a really good dude. So he has a multiplayer server, and I've been playing on that, I guess, for a couple of months now, and it's just been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And what you do is you pay $5 a month, which is nothing. I mean, that's a cup of coffee, basically. I was traveling in Florida, and I got a Starbucks. It was $4.97. It's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, $5 a month, and then you can hop on his server, and you know, it's good because, one, you're supporting a great YouTuber, and two, it's a good way of, you know, getting on a server where, you know, people are committed. You know, they're just not like me hopping on that server randomly last night. You don't get people like that. You get people that really enjoy the game and they're willing to spend $5 a month, which is nothing, let's be honest. And the guys that I'm playing with on there, really good guys. From all over, too. Canada, the US, I think Norway, Denmark. Yeah, so just a lot of fun. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm going to put a link down below where you can check out Ian's YouTube channel. And I'll also put a link to his Patreon page. And if you support him on the Patreon page, $5 a month, then you can hop on the server and you'll have a blast. I'm telling you, if you haven't played on a multi-server with other people, you're missing out. You really are. So, yeah, hope to see you guys on there. Alright, so it looks like we're done with field 2 fertilizing. And here is 13. Just about done on 13. Just about. Oh, maybe. So it looks like we're going to bring. Now, I didn't remember at the time, but I should have driven this to field 7, which is what I'll do in the next episode. So field 7 is cultivated, so that's good. So I just need to, in the next episode, I'll drive this JCB over to 7, and we'll go ahead and fertilize that. And then once the New Holland and Horse drill are done on 13, I'll go ahead and just drive them over to 7, and we'll plant that field, another canola field. So we're gonna have a big canola harvest, which is good because we don't really have any canola, so that'll be nice. And if we can get a spike in the market on canola, then we'll really do well financially. So looks like I'm just gonna park these over here, maybe wash them down, but I don't torture you guys with that. Looks like I'm probably gonna do that off camera. And yeah, there's some really nice equipment right there. All but the JCB and mods, links down below in the description. So let's leave it here, guys. Thanks again for joining and watching this episode. I hope this voiceover works out okay, and I'll make sure in the next video that the recording is much better. So thanks again, and take care. Bye-bye.